Okay, let's do one more Brie Larson thing. So there's this guy. He's called Lord of Patriarchy. I think Jake has covered him. I think they're kind of doing a tennis match thing where, like, one will make a video, and then he'll respond to the video, and they'll respond to the response, and they'll respond to the response to the response. Let me see. Where's the one where they did Jake? I know recently they were talking about Jake or something, right? This is the same dude, or am I thinking of someone else? Yeah, there we go. This is 2 weeks ago. He's talking about Jake. There's Jake in his corn suit. There we go. He's looking at Jake there, too. Anyway.
There's nothing funny about the tools of capitalism.
Jake calls him the Lord of Cringe. Yeah, I can see why. Imagine writing and titling your channel Lord of Patriarchy unironically and thinking that's hilarious. Anyway, he has a video where it's Brie Larson's video, and this is a weird situation where we're watching someone watch YouTube, and you're watching me watch someone watch YouTube. It's like a stupid postmodernist thing. But anyway, he's gonna watch this Brie Larson video about, like, 39 ways to calm down. And I imagine he's gonna stretch real hard to make snarky comments and sarcasm the whole time or something. It's probably gonna be really, really embarrassing. I'm not gonna lie. Hopefully he'll cover me! Hi, Lord of Patriarchy! Maybe wear a hat. Anyway, let's get to this video of him covering Brie Larson. No, not the clock guy. Yeah, I was gonna ask, what's up with all the clocks? That's a weird decoration choice. Anyway.
Video is from Brie Larson. It is 39 ways to calm down. Now,
the irony is that people who comment on Brie Larson this often should probably just calm the fuck down.
Forgive me if I'm not as normally spunky as I am with my...
He literally doesn't know how time works. Like, it's a time... Oh, wait, he doesn't even know how time... What do you mean? Are the clocks set to the wrong time or something? Why are you all saying this? Again, this is the first thing I've actually seen from this guy. Captain Seculoid with 95 bits. You and Jake are going to make him mauled to death, LMAO. No joke, he puts up the clocks because he thinks it makes him look like an old school TV journalist. The minute hands aren't in sync. Oh god. They're all set wrong. That just looks bad. That's embarrassing. Like, if you're gonna commit, like, that's fine. Like, internal, like, decorating your set for something like this, and I don't even try. Like, this is all just literally The Office. Like, I don't try with some background. I could get, like, a green screen or something, and maybe someday I will. But, like, probably when I move, I'm gonna, when I move in with Baja sometime next year, I'll probably actually take time to set up, like, a background that looks better than this. And I get it. Like, decorating your set is something that... You can do a lot of creative things with it. So if you want to go with, I want a bunch of clocks set like I'm in, like, an old newsroom, and they have, you know, all the clocks that are set to different time zones, that's fine. But you gotta commit and do it correctly and make it look good. Otherwise, you just look like a psycho with 6 clocks on your wall. He thinks minutes are different in different time zones? What? Is there a video where he says this? There's no way he's that stupid. Wind Chanter with 10 bits. Say, take some bits. We're in for a bumpy ride. You're gonna move in with Baja? Yeah, we're planning on moving in next year. You two haven't moved in. You're living in sin, Hannah. Collapses on fainting couch.
First video of the day. But I just finished a 4-hour live stream on Twitch with The Witcher 3. And quite frankly,
yeah, there's like one time zone, I think, that is, for some weird reason, 30 minutes instead of an hour. But that's like the exception, not the rule.
There's nothing funny about the tools of capitalism.
We almost died laughing when he told us Google how time zones work. Big booty goth queer with 10 bits. He even yelled at Jake saying, "Do you not know how time zones work?" Then Googled time zone and was like, wait. It was really embarrassing. Oh, God.
I got a strike on this channel, and I didn't expect Google
You should buy Hannah's house. Her house is nice. You can rent it. I'm not selling the house. I'm just going to rent it out. I'm going to be a dirty, dirty landlord.
to reverse its decision, or YouTube to reverse its decision, but it did. I won the appeal. So, here I am. Anyway, let's deal with this video. This is Brie Larson's 39 Ways to Calm Down.
Hello, YouTube. Things seem tough sometimes, don't they? That's putting it lightly. Everything's on fire. I don't know how anybody else is feeling out there, but there are days when I feel so overwhelmed with panic. I don't know what to do.
Not to be mean, Brie, but you live inside of a mansion. You are nowhere near where things are on fire. So...
Yeah, she's making content for YouTube. I don't know if you know how this works, but, like, if you're a celebrity, you want to put out a face that's like, I am, like, a normal person, even when it's probably not true. Like, I agree, I get it, it's ironic, but, like, clearly she's talking to people who don't live in mansions. So that's why she's addressing it in that way.
Oh, again, pardon the living hell out of me for
That
not
is
really
true.
putting you up
And she is in California. Like, fire doesn't care if you live in a mansion.
amongst us common folk.
I fully recognize the amount of privilege that I have, the tools that I have available to me. And
Oh
yet
my
I
god,
still
she's
have-
literally undercutting everything he just made fun of. And now she's like, by the way, I know I live in a mansion and I'm very privileged. And then he's just gonna be like, undercut everything I just said.
myself.
Oh yes, privilege, privilege, privileges. You always have to virtue signal, virtue...
Motherfucker! What? She's just admitting to the thing you just said. You just said, well, you live in a mansion and you're a millionaire. That's privilege. She's literally agreeing with the thing you just said. But of course, you don't like Brie Larson, so literally every word out of her mouth you have to disagree with.
signal, virtue signal.
Virtue signal, virtue signal. Let's go back to where he virtue signaled.
Hell out of me for not really putting you amongst us common folk.
Oh, that sounds like virtue signaling to me, bud. Isn't it funny how when you say something, it's not virtue signaling, but when she says the exact same thing, it turns into virtue signaling? Wow, that's embarrassing for you.
No virtue signal, virtue signal.
Mark Zuckerberg with 200 bits. Aw, darn, I'm gonna have to miss Lord Cringe narcissistic drunk uncle delivery. Well, have some bits, enjoy the chuds. Thanks. Andrew Dickerson with 10 bits. Be warned, he constantly uses the T, F, and R slurs. Yikes. Guess we gonna be doing some reporting, fam.
Sweating small things, getting stressed out. A lot of it right now is coming from
There's
reading
nothing
the
funny
news.
about the
Which I'm not
tools of
saying don't read the
capitalism.
news. I'm just saying, is there
Hoy Common, thank you for gifting 5 tier 1 subs. Nice, thank
a way
you.
that we can counterbalance that with things that nourish
nothing
us,
funny
with
about the
things
tools of
that make us
capitalism.
feel safe again in our bodies? So this last week, I thought
I do nothing, but I feel safe in my body.
Imagine someone talking
There's
about,
nothing
like,
funny about
and the
the
idea of
tools of
feeling safe in
capitalism.
your body, by the way, I'm in therapy, as a lot of people are, and that's something that gets brought up, especially in terms of if you have, like, anxiety disorders, or you have some form of, like, PTSD.
There's nothing funny
Feeling
about the
safe
tools of
in your
capitalism.
body is not something Brie Larson made up. That's something that gets mentioned. I've literally talked to my therapist about this before. Like, him being like, well, I feel safe in my body without
nothing funny
doing
about the
anything.
tools
Well,
of
that's
capitalism.
great. I'm glad you don't have anxiety or PTSD. Good for you. I'm happy for you. But making fun of other people who do, kind of a dick move. Yikes.
Of course, I usually drown that voice out that doesn't make me feel safe with large amounts of alcohol.
I am lampshading the fact that I have severe substance abuse issues. That makes it okay if I pretend like it's a joke, right? That's just sad.
There's nothing funny
Trista
about
Willow
tools
with
of
100
capitalism.
bits. With what he makes on his cooking channel, I wouldn't feel safe in his body. I assume Jake watches his cooking stuff. Thank you, Hype Train. Woo!
I would explore this concept by looking for ways to calm down. This
Drink.
Ha ha ha! I am an alcoholic. Like, me too, bud. I'm not making jokes about it, though. That's something to struggle with, not something to be like, ha ha ha! I am a drunk. Much funny. This is a call for help. Tucker White 94 with 10 bits. I'm so convinced that this chud won't say anything of substance that I'm counting how many jump cuts are in Brie Larson's video. So far, I count 12. Oh boy, if you start, like, trying to count jump cuts in your, like, mainstream YouTube videos, you're gonna have a bad time.
That's my one way to calm down.
Who wants to bet? How many times is he gonna make a joke out of the fact that he's an alcoholic in this video? Between 1 and 5, we're already at 2. Between 1 and 5, 5 to 10, 10 to 15 plus. What do you guys think?
Drink.
This was an incredibly relaxing video for me to make, and it was just an exploration in what works for me and what doesn't. I found 39 ways to calm down. So I specifically chose things that I think are available to most people, give or take maybe a couple, and I implore you to explore them, try them for yourself, and I would love to know what else works for you. We need to find new ways to connect with ourselves, to find love, to find peace, and to know that it really will be okay. Sending you love. Here's the video. Why do I go this way? This way. ZYWXR.
Saying the alphabet backwards is not relaxing, it's annoying.
Dude, okay, in like cognitive behavioral therapy, I'm just gonna talk from experience. Let me be clear, not a mental health professional. I'm literally just talking about things that I've talked about with my therapist, and they are like a professional that deals with this stuff. Something like saying the alphabet backwards can be a stopping technique if you find yourself in like a mental spiral where you're like repeating anxiety-inducing thoughts, or you're just like let's say there's a specific thing that you have a ton of anxiety about, or if you have PTSD and you continually find yourself flashing back to a negative experience, like doing something to focus your mental power somewhere else, including something like saying the alphabet backwards, which most people have to think about, that can help you stop your racing thoughts and stop yourself from like going somewhere else mentally that you don't want to go. This is not like, and I know it sounds like silly to someone maybe who's never had these issues, but yeah, those things help. You can make fun of it, but it's basically like someone who's never had a headache seeing someone taking aspirin and being like, seems annoying to me taking those little stupid pill things. Like, that's what you sound like. Like, bud, I'm happy if you don't have this issue, but clearly you do because you're a severe alcoholic based on the things that you've said. So you are also just self-medicating the problem away instead of actually dealing with it like an adult. Anyway, the point is, he's gonna make fun of a lot of this stuff, pretending like he doesn't understand why they might help, or maybe not understanding how they help in real life at all. But nonetheless, it just makes him look like an idiot and like a mean person who doesn't care to understand the problems other people face.
ZYX.
It's ZYX.
Baja Blast. It's like how Jessica Jones lists the street she lived on when she's having flashbacks. Yeah. Similar to that, if you've seen Jessica Jones.
WVST. I don't care.
UVRTSRQ is not calming me down.
Cold showers are just annoying. Hot showers are relaxing.
That's a really nice shower, though. I wish I had a shower like that with windows in it. Get some natural light.
Okay, this is the first one she's given that would actually help a person calm down.
Level 1 hype train, so I'll put 1 hat. I choose my D&D character hat.
Hey Siri,
Good afternoon.
what's the meaning of the universe? Hello? What's the meaning of the universe?
Universe means all existing matter and space considered as a whole. The universe is believed to be at least 10 billion light years in diameter and contains about
If I could proffer a better suggestion, live stream video games.
vast number of galaxies.
Is that supposed to be like a snarky joke? It's not really clever or connected to what's going on. It's more just like, if I might suggest, do a Twitch thing. Like, you're just referencing maybe what you do. That's not really connected to anything happening in the video, so it's not really a joke.
It has been expanding since its creation in the Big Bang, about 13 billion years ago.
Thanks.
I don't know how to play guitar. It immediately stresses me out.
You could learn how to play guitar. You could try and learn a new skill instead of drinking. That'd be good.
Oh, please don't do a crappy folk song. Okay, you're not funny, Brie.
Biting commentary from Lord of Patriarchy. Pause video. Actually, Brie? You're not funny. Ooh, got her. Damn, you'd think Brie Larson could afford like an actual Nintendo Switch and not a Nintendo Switch Lite.
You always get so stressed up and then it just goes away eventually. So next time you get super stressed out, just remember eventually it's gonna go away.
I didn't say there's anything wrong with a Switch Lite. It just surprises me that Brie Larson got that one instead of the normal Nintendo Switch.
Okay, this is cringy beyond belief.
It's not even about handheld mode versus TV. Like, I have a regular Nintendo Switch, and I almost never connect it to the TV. I much prefer handheld mode. It's just that, like, the Joy-Con drift can become a huge issue. Like, I already had to buy new Joy-Cons because the old ones just were completely non-functional because of the Joy-Con drift. Like, and if that same issue happens to your Nintendo Switch Lite because the controllers don't pop off, then your system's just broken, and you gotta go take it somewhere to get fixed instead of just buying new controllers or getting the controllers fixed, which is a little cheaper. Joy-Con drift that bad? Yeah.
We have 4 more minutes of this shit.
Like, literally, my Joy-Con drift, and I know this isn't what the video's about, I'm sorry, but now I'm talking about it. Like, I would be playing Borderlands, because I got, like, the Handsome Jack collection on the Switch. I really like the Borderlands games. But, like, literally, I would not be touching the controller at all, and the camera would just be spinning constantly. Like, I could not play the game because it wouldn't stand still, because it constantly thinks the controller's being moved in a certain direction. It was very annoying. It made it unplayable.
Okay, she's crying over her own plane.
I think she's more crying over listening to something that she did years ago. It sounds like a very old video, and you can get nostalgic about something that you've recorded, and hearing yourself in the past and reflecting on how far you've come as a person. Like, that video sounds really, really old. So it's possible that she, like, recorded that, you know, when she was, like, 16, 19, who knows, and she's in her, I don't know how old Brie Larson is now. I'm not even going to Google it because I don't really care. But, like, now she's, like, an Oscar-winning actress who's in one of the biggest movie franchises in the world. Like, I'd imagine listening to something from then and ruminating on the progress you've made as a person and in your personal life and in your career, I'd imagine that can be pretty overwhelming, right?
Unless the male voice in that recording is fucking dead, why are you crying over it?
Why are you having emotions? I'm the Lord of Patriarchy. I never feel feelings and nothing bad ever happens to me. Drinks another beer. That looks like a weird novelty deck of tarot cards. I can't see what Is this the Office tarot cards or something? Because that looks like Kelly from The Office. And that looks like, oh god, what kind of oh, it's just all different TV characters. That's cool. Tina from Bob's Burgers, Kelly from The Office. I don't recognize that person. This person looks familiar, but I can't place them. That's fun.
Take your shoes off and sort of run barefooted.
Hope whatever you're studying for goes well, OCP. Thanks for coming to for the stream.
Every once in a while, the least little touch.
I completely agree with this. Watch Bob Ross. I don't care how stressed out you are. Within 25 minutes, you'll be de-stressed.
Look at that. Everyone can agree. Chud's, Brie Larson, and I all alike can say, hey, Bob Ross. Bob Ross is the man. Imagine how good of a person you have to be that even Chuds are like, yeah, good job, Bob Ross.
The bright red, but when you mix that with the ochres and the yellows and the greens, it makes it good.
Except if you're trying to learn how to paint landscapes, in which this will piss you off incessantly.
Very nice little color.
Because I'm trying to paint a landscape. I can't do it. Meanwhile, this motherfucker can sneeze and make a painting.
I like big trees, so let's get crazy.
Easy. There's nothing funny about the tools of capitalism.
Of course you could.
Do you think Chuds call Mr. Rogers a soy boy? I mean, Fox News has done stories on how Fred Rogers is bad before, so it wouldn't shock me if Chuds feel the same. Like, they did a whole thing like, Mr. Rogers told children they were all special, and that's why we have so many liberal snowflakes. And it's like, oh, God forbid you make kids not feel like shit.
Always find a man. Read nonfiction. No, I'd prefer fiction.
Okay, again, are these jokes? Are they supposed to be funny or snarky? Like, you can read all sorts of different things.
Put on a fashion show for yourself. That just seems like plain dress up. We're not 3.
Alright, like, I'm not expecting everyone to think that makes them feel better, but a lot of people, like, trying on clothes that they like can make themselves feel good because they like the way those clothes make them feel, the way those clothes make them look. Like, I'm not saying you have to enjoy that, but making fun of someone else for enjoying that is stupid, especially, like, coming from guy who's like, hold on, let me do my Lord of Patriarchy impression. Hold on. Oh my god. All those clothes make you feel good about yourself. What are you, 3 years old? I'm gonna go drink more. And now we know why I have bangs.
There's nothing funny about the tools of capitalism.
Sounds like Jeremy Moore.
Okay. Crying is a waste of time.
He's literally making fun of someone just crying. Dude, crying can be cathartic. Being like, crying is a waste of time, kind of just shows your hands that you're not an emotionally mature adult who can be in touch with their feelings. And again, based on the fact that you've, like, mentioned several times, like, hey, aha, I just drink, like, that's not really a joke. I think you legitimately have a problem and you're running away from your feelings. That's not good.
Okay, this is you just being drunk.
Again, even as a joke, though, that doesn't really make sense because you just said earlier, why don't you just drink? So you can't be like, you're just acting drunk. Like, okay, you said being drunk was good earlier, so which is it? Pick your lane, bud.
Cleaning is good. I have no idea what that thing does.
It's a face thing. I don't know if it's like a face massager or if it's supposed to do something to your pores. I don't know.
Welcome to your meditation practice. Make sure that you're dressed comfortably for meditation. And take a moment to settle
There's nothing
in.
funny about the tools of capitalism.
We need an out-of-context Hannah page. Hey, if someone else wants to make it, go for it. I will promote it. But I'm not going to do it. I got enough stuff going on. Ask Compy with 10 bits. His lane is women not having... His lane is women not have sex with me, so women bad.
Actually, puzzles are weirdly relaxing.
I feel that way. You know what's relaxing to me? I'm not a huge fan of puzzles, but they're okay. You know what I like? Lego. If I get like a Lego set, one that has like pre-made construct, like not just random Legos, but like a Lego set that like is a Lego thing that, like, let me look. Lego. I love Legos. If anyone's ever like, boy, I want to get Hannah something, but I don't know what to get Hannah. I don't know why any of you would ever get me a gift, but if for some reason you ever got me a gift, I love Lego sets. Specifically stuff like, where's the Lego Ideas sets? I just want to show you guys. Because the Lego Ideas are really, really cool. They only have 2 for sale right now. Oh, they got a piano. But like, the ones especially that make, like, objects, I love making Lego sets. It's so relaxing to me. Lego Ideas. Let me show you some of the old Lego Ideas sets. I have some of these, just because they're very, very, like, comforting to make. I have this Doctor Who one that was a lot of fun to make, and I love having the little Lego TARDIS, though I don't know where it is. It might be at Jake's. I might have been using it for the Hartnell in our D&D campaign for a little bit before I got an actual Hartnell mini. Ooh, they have Night at the Museum. That's a pretty cool one. Where's the ones I have? I have this Ship in a Bottle one that was a ton of fun to make. That's on my bookshelf. And then there's a book one that's pretty good too. It's like a Lego pop-up book, and you can put different things in it. I love the Lego Ideas sets, and those are super relaxing to make for me. I have the Ghostbusters one. They have a bunch of fun ones. Ask Compy with 10 bits. Lets you make puzzles out of any image and then put it together with your guys. So, guys, oh, I skipped. Lets you make a puzzle out of any image and then put it together with your friends. Oh, fun. So check out that link if you want to do that. Well, Baja, you're the only person here who would probably get me a gift because you know me in person. Capaldi's TARDIS is the best. Honestly, hold on. TARDIS interiors. If we're going to have this discussion real quick, I swear I'll go back to the video in a second. Rating TARDIS interiors. Ooh, look at this one. Ooh, that's a cool one. Although I don't like the living TARDIS thing in the center. I get what they're going for, but I like TARDISes that look lived
There's
in.
nothing funny about
I
the
honestly
tools of
don't like
capitalism.
10 and 11's TARDIS very much. Because it doesn't look like a place they actually hang out. Like, it just looks like a control room. Devious Chillster, 25 bits. You're underestimating the power that is the simp. True. I do like Capaldi's. If we're going for just a control room one, this is still pretty cool, but it has bookshelves and, like, chalkboards down there. And it looks like a place where they hang out, right? Ooh, there's a concept TARDIS. Oh, that looks cool. That'd be a really good one if they wanted to sort of do a classic one, but, like, an updated classic. That's pretty cool. The Matt Smith TARDIS is great. I love it. I love it's got like all sorts of objects. It looks kind of steampunky. The 8th Doctor's TARDIS is the best because it looks like a sitting room that just so happens to have a TARDIS console in it. I love that one. That's like my favorite one. 13's TARDIS is interesting. I'm not a big fan, again, because it just kind of looks sterile. It looks crystally, so it's not like sterile, but it doesn't really look like a place that they hang out. I like ones where it looks like they hang out in there. And I know that the TARDIS has other rooms that they spend time in, but we almost never see them in New Who, so I like it to look like they hang out in the console room. This is the TARDIS that was in the most recent season that we saw in a spoiler section, and this is one of my favorite New Who TARDISes, just because it's a cool mix of classic Who, but it also looks kind of new. So that's pretty sweet. In terms of classic Who, I do like this one a lot. Because it still looks classic, it's got the roundels, but, you know, there's a screen on the TARDIS console, even though it's like an 80s computer screen. Anyway, back to the video. I got sidetracked, sorry. The 4th Doctor's wooden TARDIS console room was good. Yeah, that one's good too. Can you redeem your bingo from 2 weeks ago? You sure can. Let me get open to the page just to double check. I'm sure you're telling the truth. I just think it's good policy for me to make sure. Otherwise, anyone could come and ask. And I do remember that you won. Where did I put the bingo page? Bingo page. I need to bookmark the bingo. There we go. Now where's a pen so I can cross you off? Okay. Jake of Aces, consider yourself bingoed. Let me gift a sub. Gift. There you go.
There's nothing funny about the tools of capitalism.
Continuing with the video.
I will pause for the obligatory 3 seconds here. 1,
Gross.
2, 3.
Haha, there's a woman, and I can see a little bit of skin. Better make a masturbation joke. Very mature.
You know, Miss Larson, maybe you should, I don't know, leave comedy to people who are funny.
Hey, if we're gonna do that, then I agree. Maybe you should do the same, bud. Like, I'm not funny either. So let's just all agree to stop trying to be funny, and we all win. Humor is stored in the hair follicles, which is why both me and Lord of Patriarchy were not very funny.
Yes. Cooking is vitally important. Let's get out a lot of violence that way.
What?
And that's it. That's what I found this week. Maybe I'll figure out some today. I am not immune
By the way, don't cook just vegetables, cook meat.
to
Obligatory, I don't like vegans joke. Yeah, very, very clever. How clever of you. Fun.
another
It's nice to know you're eating the soul of something else.
Ha
breakdown.
ha ha ha. I'm so funny and clever. I eat meat. The thing is, like, I eat meat too, but, like, I don't fetishize it. You know what I mean? It's so weird to me when people fetishize the idea of eating animals. Like, I get it. Most humans eat meat. I don't have a problem with that. Baja Blast,
Nothing's funny
not a
about the tools
fan,
of
but I totally understand that. But to, like, fetishize it and be like, haha, I have murdered a small animal or a large animal, and I am feasting on it, lol, it's just weird. That's so weird to me.
Capitalistic propaganda.
Bumble Homestead with 100 bits. You're probably doing the self-deprecation, but you legitimately make my day better with your humor. Oh, thank you. I appreciate that. Goth Geek Gaming, thank you for hosting. Go check out Goth Geek Gaming on Twitch.
Down today. Being stressed out is not a bad thing. It's not negative. And maybe there's alternatives to it. Maybe
I don't care what the rest you have to say. This is where I'm gonna end this one.
Then why watch the video? Then why watch the video in the first place, would be my question. Like, I'm not gonna pretend I care what's on Brie Larson's channel either. I really don't. I don't have anything against her, I just don't care for what is typically, you know, celebrity content. Like, this video of hers had some funny moments, but, like, just on the whole, it's not stuff that interests me. I tend to like video essays and long-form, like, content that talks about, like, movies or TV shows or games, stuff of that nature. So this kind of content just isn't typically for me, and that's fine. Not everything has to be made with, like, my interests in mind. I'm not a narcissist. But to, like, watch 90% of a Brie Larson video and then be like, I'm not gonna watch the rest of this. I don't care. It's so weird. Like, dude, you spent the whole time talking about this and watching this. Why? Like, I wouldn't say, like,
There's nothing
oh,
funny about
Lord
the
of
tools of
Patriarchy, there's
capitalism.
3 seconds left in this video. I'm not even gonna bother. I don't care. Clearly I care. I'm making a video responding to it. I care because he's being weird, and it's hilarious watching him try and make humor out of making fun of a multimillionaire making relatable content. Like, dude, you're just not funny. And please get help for your substance abuse issues. It sounds like you're having a rough time.